guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a Liverpool club record announcement. FSG have to spend some money after financial sources or finance sources have revealed Football Insider that Liverpool are about to post record revenues which could get close to the £600 million mark. So after this is revealed, I don't see any reason why FSG don't let Jurgen Klopp spend at least some of this revenue and buy a world-class midfielder like Jude Bellingham. We will have a great story on Jude Bellingham tomorrow morning, so make sure to check back on my channel. And if you enjoy these videos, of course, leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. So Liverpool revealed in February that total turnover for the year ending 31st of May 2021 was £487 million, but analysis from Football Insider has found that revenues for the last campaign, so for the 2021-22 campaign, when Liverpool chased the quadruple until the last week of the season, are in line to comfortably break the previous record held by Liverpool, which is 333 million. That was before the pandemic. The final figure is expected to be between the 550 and 600 million mark. Only Manchester City with 570 million and Man United with 497 million secured higher revenues than Liverpool in 2021-22. But you know from yesterday's video that Manchester City's revenues are artificially inflated and they are fake. So we should compare ourselves with Manchester United. And that season, of course, was played behind closed doors. So now that the full season of last season was played with fans in the stadiums, Liverpool are about to post record revenues. So FSG have to spend some money and they have to back Jurgen Klopp in the transfer market. There is no excuse not to do so. Let me know where do you stand on that. Do you think FSG are still great owners or not? At the moment I'm sitting on the fence depending on how this season goes and also what kind of business we do in the January transfer window. But you can't expect Jurgen Klopp to perform miracle after miracle every single season. We need to back him in the transfer market because this Liverpool team is now at the peak and we don't want for the next 2 or 3 years to enter a decline where we don't win any more major trophies. And of course last season that was revenues is about to be posted. It was really successful, winning both the League Cup and the FA Cup and also finishing second in the Premier League, finishing second in the Champions League. New figures revealed by the Premier League, of course, already detailed that Liverpool got £152 million from the TV and Premier League revenue. Only Manchester City earned more, but just by 1 million. And Liverpool are back on track financially and they are well placed to announce a very good profit in their next set of results, which will be early next year. This will see Liverpool return to announcing a big profit as they did for the 3 seasons before the pandemic broke out. And already there is a comment 1 day ago about Manchester City's money coming from their owners' own pockets. The latest is a gambling company which doesn't seem to exist. I uncovered that in yesterday's video in detail, so make sure to check it out if you haven't already. Another website is also sharing this. Liverpool's summer plans could become clearer after potential 600 million reality surfaces. And this article says what this means for Liverpool's transfer efforts going forward, of course, will be up for debate, and it goes without saying a good chunk of these funds will be towards a big wage bill that Liverpool have. But some healthy sales figures posted following the exits of Sadio Mane and other players. Basically, Liverpool broke even in the transfer market in the summer. It's an advantage we should certainly be looking to exploit when it comes to a potential move for top target Jude Bellingham next year. That's admittedly assuming that the World Cup doesn't further inflate the asking price of Jude Bellingham, and at the moment it remains clear what amount will force Liverpool away from the negotiating table. Given the current concerns around the midfield area, should Liverpool be encouraged to look elsewhere, we can hardly afford to avoid reinforcing the midfield department for a second successive summer transfer window. We did slightly enforce it with Arthur, but it's a loan signing, so I don't think that counts that much. Should the report in question be believed, we will have the funds to act in the transfer market. So let me know, where do you stand on this debate? Do you think Liverpool should just spend whatever it takes to get Jude Bellingham or not? And also, if not, which midfielder would you target if you were in charge of Liverpool? Also, brilliant new Jurgen Klopp mural was unveiled near Anfield. It looks absolutely boss, absolutely lovely, and I think this is a great tradition now around Liverpool, that legendary figures get murals around the city. This artwork has been commissioned by Boss Knight, and it was brought to life by artist Hugh Whitaker from Murals. Has been completed on Randolph Street, a short walk from Anfield. It features an image of Jurgen Klopp's revered post-match fist pump celebration that often follows victories. And the mural was only completed in 4 days, which is absolutely incredible. And it just shows what a talented artist this guy is, Daniel Nicholson. He said, it's been fantastic to see the streets around the ground decorated over the past couple of years with murals, but we felt there was one person absent, Jurgen. While there is a superb Klopp painting in the Baltic Triangle area, the man who has brought us so much joy over the last 7 years was missing. All of us at Boss Night feel a connection on and off the pitch to Jurgen Klopp. He has been to our events. He speaks highly of Jamie Webster. We know he enjoys watching all the videos from our gigs, and of course for the wider fan base as a whole. He is revered. He is a Liverpool legend, and Jurgen Klopp will go down as one of the best, most legendary managers of Liverpool Football Club. And this is the mural in question, and it looks absolutely incredible, and I love it to bits. And when I visit Liverpool again, I was there in 2012. When I visit Liverpool again, I will definitely watch and check out all these murals for sure. I love this comment on Reddit. The city is turning into an Everton fan's worst nightmare. Always has been, was one reply. And Paul Merson is also stunned by Thiago and the unbelievable Liverpool star that Liverpool can't really do without. He said Thiago Alcantara is an unbelievable footballer. He's a class act. When he doesn't play, Liverpool are a completely different and utterly different team, and we have seen that a handful of times already this season. When Thiago first joined, there was a lot of talk about that he slowed Liverpool down a little, but after he adapted to the pace of the Premier League, there's been no stopping him. I just like the way he plays and moves. He's always looking forward, and he's more than comfortable with playing one-touch football when the situation calls for it. I like players who see things on the football pitch before they happen, and he's one of them, which is why I'm such a big fan of him. I think that's a spot-on analysis of Thiago, and I love the way he not just sees on the pitch, but the way he dribbles, the way he controls the ball, the way he passes. His passing is like an art form. It's honestly so rare. There are not many midfielders around like Thiago, and it's actually an absolute pure joy just to watch Thiago pass the ball, control the ball, dribble with the ball, shield the ball, and everything. The way he manipulates the ball, it's like a magician on the pitch. And he grew into one of my favorite players, and I really hope he stays fit for the whole season now. We also have to talk about the Champions League and the horrible scenes around the Champions League final, because Henderson's father said he might not go to the World Cup because of the horrendous experience that he suffered in around the Paris Champions League final. He said it was pretty horrific. When I spoke to some of my friends, it's Jordan Henderson who said this, that it was pretty horrific, and when I spoke to my friends and family, it was pretty bad. I think if the fans weren't respectful, there could have been a lot more problems. I think the fans were amazing. My dad said after the Champions League final, that was him done. When it gets closer to the World Cup, there's a lot of security elements and things that are going on in Qatar that I'm sure will make people more safe. But when you have had those experiences, sometimes you think, is it worth risking it? We will have to see closer to the time. Henderson's father should stay at home if he believes that there won't be enough safety measures implemented in at the World Cup in Qatar. I think hosting the World Cup in Qatar is wrong. I said that from the start. Qatar bribed their way to the World Cup, and it should have been given to another country, but there are also already problems with the facilities, especially the accommodation for football fans. So I really hope that the World Cup doesn't turn into a mess. And it's true that it's a very sad story. Henderson's dad and many other Liverpool fans and many other football fans were traumatized by gross incompetence of the host venue, and that's really negligent and it's disgraceful, frankly. Some people's that was their first big football match, and it got absolutely tarnished and ruined by people who didn't prepare it properly. And Liverpool CEO Billy Hogan has provided an update to Liverpool fans. So it's a pretty lengthy interview. I don't want to read that in full to you guys, but basically what is going to happen next is the panel will be meeting with fans and fan groups. They have been talking about this with the panel over the course of the last several weeks in terms of an opportunity for himself and the team here from Liverpool to be able to meet with the panel. And the panel that is going to meet with Liverpool, they will hear the pre and post match experience and during the game experience of Liverpool fans and Liverpool Football Club as a whole. And they will meet with supporters and supporter groups as well, which is really important because the supporters need to be heard on this issue as well. He said, I think it's incredibly important that they hear from those who were impacted by the access and entire experience across what happened in Paris around the Champions League final. We will be meeting with them soon, and we are encouraged that they will be meeting with the supporters as well. We will continue to keep you updated as the process continues. So the process is far from over, but it's moving along pretty nicely. And of course, Liverpool gathered fan testimonials, and that was sent to the panel as well. In May and early June they were gathered and with photos, videos and any type of evidence, and that was sent over to the independent panel as well. So this independent panel was set up by UEFA, of course, to investigate what happened, and the club has received a letter from Dr. Rodriguez, the chair of the panel, and of course UEFA wants to learn lessons about that, and the goal of this is to have no repeat of what happened in and around the Champions League final, but it should have never happened in the first place. UEFA should organize their events much better. And that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.